Your reflections on that first and foremost, quite a chaotic game, particularly in the second half.
Yeah, second half was a little bit chaotic. First half I thought it started off really scrappy. Both teams a little bit cagey, seeing what the other one's going to do, and then I thought for 30 minutes we controlled the game. Our final ball in the final third wasn't as good as it should have been. That we lacked that quality in the end that's probably cost us the game. But the least we should be leaving here with is a point. I thought the 2/3 of the pitch we were really good, but we're a little bit hurried and lacked a little bit of quality in the final third. The moments that stand out, I think Dimmies should be putting it on a plate for Sarge for the tap in, and then Sam McCallum at the end with an L as well. And we've got to be. Our creativity has to be a lot better in the final third with both our runs and our final passes. So disappointed with the results, but there were some pleasing things in the game. But not a good start to not get any points.
In terms of the game itself, second half, I think if we kind of unpick some of the decisions maybe around Grant Hanley's red card, what kind of your views on the two bookings first and foremost? A fair decision from your perspective, or one that
for him to get sent off and get 2 yellows? Yeah, fair. I saw it quite clearly to start with. Team who got fouled after he turned the lad should probably get booked, and as he's getting up, the boy NG's kicked him, so he should get booked for that. So then obviously Grant takes exception to that and pushes him over with 2 hands, so it's a yellow card. I don't know why he holds his face though, but it's a yellow card. With the emotion of the crowd then, you don't. He's an experienced player. He doesn't need me to tell him that any little thing, the crowd and their players are going to be onto him, and they was. So, if he caught the lad, then it's a second yellow.
I mean, did you feel your players handled that emotion well enough?
I thought we had good emotional control. If I'm honest, yeah, I thought the players were good, never got too involved. I mean, there's obviously a melee there, where everybody got involved, but that's down to the officials to sort out.
In terms of next week now, because obviously he'll miss the Wigan game, does it present you a little bit of a challenge at centre-back, given Ben Gibson obviously?
Yeah, hopefully Gibbo will be back for that game anyway. But it gives us a decision to make, obviously, if he's missing for that, and he's our captain as well.
You kind of mentioned the creative elements, one shot on target today. What needs to happen in the weeks ahead for you guys to remedy that, I suppose?
Well, we got in the areas that we needed to get in. It was just the final quality of the ball. We've worked really hard in terms of where we want to get with the ball, but then, we can't actually go and feed it in there for them. Our quality and our game management has to be better, and it wasn't today. But in terms of how we controlled the game and restricted Cardiff, I think they've had 1 corner and 2 shots, I think, all game, and I'm not sure the goal was a shot. I've worked with Romain Sawyers for a long time, and he's gone for the pass without a shadow of a doubt. The lad's made a run across, and I think it's deflected off Andrew's calf.
Timu Pukki, just an update on him.
Yeah, no, he pulled up with a calf. We're told that it's just cramp, so he needed the minutes. Obviously, he's one of them internationals who's played a lot of games during the summer, and only had a short period and 3 weeks back with us. So. But we will certainly get better, we know that.
Can I ask you about John Rowe as well? Was involved. I think he put a picture on his social media yesterday of his foot in a boot, which is often precautionary. But
yeah, no, it's precautionary. He felt something the other day, so I think he's set to go for the scan, I believe. So yeah, it's probably a precaution while he's got the boot on.
Is that ankle or just?
I don't know. In all honesty, no. He didn't travel today, so my sole focus was on today, to be honest.
Is it frustrating as a coach to start a season and have quite a few players unavailable, given obviously the size of the squad, etc., things that are out of your control?
Yeah, I mean, people talk about the size of the squad. It's not that big now. It has been trimmed down an awful lot. Of course, it's frustrating when you've got good players missing, but we had enough good players here to win the game. I feel the better team got beat today, but we certainly didn't do enough to win the game. Cheers.
Did Romain never score from that distance for you then?
I think he got 1 in training once, yeah.
He played a lot of games, did you?
Sorry?
He played a lot of games.
Oh, listen, he's a talented kid. I've got all the time in the world, but not today when he tries a pass and it goes in.
What frustrates you more today, the result or the performance?
No, the result definitely, because it should be 0-0. I mean, what, they've had 2 shots, we've had 5. Is it? He had 0-0 written all over it. There wasn't much quality in the final thirds from either team. You know, teams had 1 save from about 25 yards that's trickled into him, and he could have threw his cap on it. We've had 1 set piece routine that's hit the crossbar, and we've had moments, but you know, as I said, the lack of quality wasn't there for both teams today.
Not worried?
What, the lack of quality?
Yeah.
No, I mean, listen, we've got a player who scored 55 goals in this league the last 2 times he's been in it. We have to find ways, obviously, to feed him. But he's getting back to full fitness, as I said earlier, after a short break.
Okay, thanks
Thank you.
everyone.